Presque Isle State Park is our region's greatest natural resource. Established as a state park in 1921, the sandy beaches, scenic trails, biodiversity, and fresh waters have been a destination for visitors from near and far for more than a century. The park welcomes more than 4 million visitors each year, the most of any state park in Pennsylvania. For decades, those visitors have included the Guerin family.
Well, a lot of my earliest memories are my father taking my sister and I to Presque Isle. And it was my first exposure to Lake Erie, and we frequently went up there all year round, winter and summer. We really enjoyed the park.
It was Eric Guerin's father, Don, who instilled in him the love of the outdoors.
So my father, Don Guerin, spent so much time on Presque Isle. I think he spent more time there than he did at home or anywhere else. He would go out there several times a day to walk his dogs or go for walks. It was a very important part of his life. Even before and after he was involved with the Presque Isle Partnership, he spent as much time as possible out there.
Don Guerin founded the Presque Isle Partnership in 1994. The goal to fund, organize, and finish projects in the park that government agencies could not otherwise complete. This work became his passion and a family affair with his wife Paula, establishing the Nature Shop in 1996, at the time located in the Stahl Interpretive Center.
Paula was very, very excited about the Nature Shop. Paula and Don both. The proceeds from the Nature Shop benefited Presque Isle, which is something that they both loved since they were children. And they were very excited about giving back to Presque Isle.
Today, the legacy continues with the next generation.
Being part of the partnership board is very special to me. You know, my grandfather was very proud of starting the partnership, and the partnership has always held a very special place in my heart. Seeing the projects that the partnership does and getting to have that inside knowledge and continuing the family legacy through the partnership, I definitely feel a very intimate connection with, especially with Horseshoe Pond and all the areas that we spent so many years kayaking and exploring during our childhood.
For Julia, a childhood at the park and on the water inspired her to explore how she could make an impact through her own career. She interned with the Regional Science Consortium, gaining hands-on experience in the field of environmental science. She now uses those skills learned on the beaches of Presque Isle in her career today.
Working there also made me realize I'm not maybe well suited for being a scientist full-time, so that made me think about other careers, and I decided to go to law school and focus in environmental law, which is now what I practice in Erie. The things that I learned working in a lab here at the park have really helped me be a better attorney, because I work a lot on very technical things with environmental law.
Although her grandfather passed away in 2006, for Jenny, her grandfather's legacy carries on in other ways, inside the gateway to the park at the Tom Ridge Environmental Center.
I remember his voice in my head. He had a speaking part in Trek. There's a spot where they play his voice, and I would come here and listen to it.
My favorite memory from years ago, I think, was crossing the ice from the city, wandering on a park all by myself on one of the trails, just enjoying the experience. It was lonesome, but it was very tranquil.
That was really nice, too, to be able to come here and be able to hear that and be like, yeah, that's him.
The Tom Ridge Environmental Center, or TREC, celebrates its 20th anniversary this May. Named after former Pennsylvania Governor and Erie native Tom Ridge, the center serves many purposes: education about Presque Isle, laboratories for local research organizations, a visitor center for tourists, and offices for several environmental and conservation groups. The center is a hub for all who want to learn more about the park, Lake Erie, and our abundant natural resources.
The initial vision was to highlight this rather unusual natural gift to northwestern Pennsylvania and to make sure that all visitors could appreciate the biodiversity that's here and the different ways we can enjoy the gifts of Mother Nature.
Tom was very much an environmental governor, and that passion really was born as a result of him growing up in Erie, and like so many Erie families, spending a lot of time out here, as Dr. David Fruh calls the accidental paradise. It continues to be this incredible natural resource gift, not just Erie, but to the whole region and to the whole state.
Governor Ridge's love for Presque Isle began long before he took office, a place that provided memories and lessons for life.
I have many, many memories, favorite memories of Presque Isle. Number one, it was a place, my family as I grew up, that we probably experienced every other week. I think we were probably out here 2 or 3 times a month. With friends, we'd bring a couple of meals, we'd swim all day and just enjoy the environment. And my second memory is I used to work here. We used to have these 50-gallon drums. When people were done with their lunches, they discard their refuse in these drums. So I had a great job here, and what a great job it was to have in the summer.
Tom would take his love of Presque Isle and appreciation for our natural resources to Harrisburg, but not before a conversation with none other than Don Guerin. The two men shared a passion for the park, conserving Presque Isle not just for today, but for generations to come.
That's how the Presque Isle Partnership was born, through this conversation and Don Guerin's incredible commitment to supporting Presque Isle State Park. The Ridge family is honored to be working together with the Guerin family to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Tom Ridge Environmental Center.
While Trek opened to the public in May 2006, planning had been taking place for many years prior, including plans for a new organization to support education programs, research, and the overall visitor experience to Trek and Presque Isle. In 2003, a steering committee that included David Ridge began meeting in earnest. That steering committee formed the nonprofit that became the Tom Ridge Environmental Center Foundation.
My dad was involved pretty much from the very beginning as part of the steering committee. He's been on the Presque Isle Advisory Board and then stepped into the role on the foundation as a board member too. I've been able to be a part of the board for about 7 years now, and it's been so fun and exciting to see the momentum that has happened even in the last couple years, to see these big bright ideas that we have not only for the center, but what can we do for Presque Isle. So to have been asked to kind of step into that role after my dad was leaving was something that I was not expecting, but obviously very honored to be able to be a part of, to be able to continue on kind of the legacy that the Ridge family had been able to kind of start with the foundation and the center.
As governor, Tom would split the Department of Environmental Resources into 2 separate departments. What we know today is the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources and Department of Environmental Protection. The move would allow DCNR to more intimately preserve and manage Pennsylvania's 125 state parks and 2.2 million acres of state forest land. That includes Presque Isle State Park, where the governor's devotion to the environment and our local natural resource first began all those years ago.
I believe that the more interaction between the average citizen and the environment creates a greater appreciation for the need to protect and preserve the environment. And when you have any reason to come to Presque Isle, whether you're walking the trails or enjoying the beaches, you understand that it's a gift, and these kinds of gifts should be protected to every extent possible because they're an unusual gift and you can't put a price on preservation of these gifts.
Today, as the Tom Ridge Environmental Center marks its 20th anniversary, visitors will find 7,000 square feet of exhibits, a Presque Isle orientation theater, a research wing, and its iconic 75-foot observation tower, inspiring awe in this natural resource, which many agree should be preserved for future generations.
Thank goodness we have Presque Isle, which never was developed and has been kept for future generations, and I hope it stays that way.
Nature is such a special thing that you can't put it in words, and to have this preserved here is very important, I think, for us as a community.
We're very, very lucky to have this jewel. I think that our lives would be much poorer if we didn't have Presque Isle in our lives. So I just think that we need to preserve it the best we can.
Part of the Ridge family legacy is the importance of education, which gives you understanding. And I think the mission of the Trek Center is really to give people an understanding and give them education about how special Presque Isle State Park really is, how it was formed, so that when they visit the park, when they're on the beach, and they can think about and understand going from water's edge to hardwood forest in such a short space on this earth is really a very special place to be.
One of the things that I think of is a quote that my uncle Tom would say. It's that we don't inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children.
It's a gift. Mother Nature's gift to northwestern Pennsylvania. Actually, it's a gift. There's still a lot of people I think come up from around within the region to enjoy it. It's not uniquely ours. It's ours to share. And the fact that there's so many people that's made it their mission to preserve Presque Isle so that other generations can share it and enjoy it as I did. I'm grateful for that.